Peace, people. Welcome to the latest episode of The Rough Draft. I am your host, Kevin Alberto Sabio, and in this episode, we'll be talking about having respect for women's sports. Thank you for tuning in to this latest episode of The Rough Draft. By the time this airs, we will be entering into the month of May. So, a couple of housekeeping things for the month of May. Um, the month of May actually marks the birthday of El Hajj Malik El Shabazz, also known as Malcolm X. So, May 19th. We will be celebrating the birthday of the great ancestor. So many peace and blessings to him and everything that he's contributed to our people and for the fight for Pan Africanism. What else? Oh, May 18th in Philadelphia, the East Coast Black Asia Comic Books Convention will be held. So anybody who's in Philadelphia, it is a Black Comic Con. It is part of the Black Age of Comics movement. This is the one that's in Philadelphia. So yeah, on May 18th, they will be holding their latest version of the East Coast Black Age of Comics Convention. Wow, they've been around for basically just about 20 years. So much respect to Dr. Yumi Odom for organizing the festival. That's great that they've been able to do that. A lot of brothers and sisters who are in the arts and the comic book field. This is one of the opportunities to showcase what they're doing. So much respect to them and to him for what he's been able to do. Also to tell for brother Tertel Unley, who actually started the Black Age movement in Chicago in I believe it was '93. So yeah, brothers and sisters are doing it in this industry. I am now able to distribute my books on Fable. So it's a new ebook distribution channel. I recently signed up, so now all my book titles are available on Fable. I believe it is a social media app as well, not just a website. So you can organize like book clubs and things like that. So it's not just for authors and for people to go on there and buy their stuff. You could also like create book clubs, find community there of other like readers, other authors as well. So yeah, from now on, at the end of my videos, I will be including Fable as one of the outlets that my books are available on. Also for housekeeping, I have some publishing anniversaries. So one that is available is Boom. For the month of May, you got Seductra, Web of Desire. This was published back in 2017. So it's been about 7 years. Yeah, the book's been on the market in 7 years. Um, Pretty proud of that book. It's one of my books that I feel is very slept on, which I feel all of them are. But yeah, I think it's a very good storyline. If I was this character, Dasha Bagan, she's a transplant New Yorker, moved to North Carolina before I actually moved out here. She's a trained dancer trying to make her way. Unfortunately, she ends up going through some tough financial situations, and in order to earn a living, she actually ends up working as an exotic dancer. So the story actually goes from there. It's actually pretty good. So it's available in both paperback and ebook format. So when you get a chance, look it up. Hell, look it up on Fable. Also for publishing anniversaries is Boom, Second Chance Points. This book is actually celebrating 2 years. So this came out in 2022. So yeah, it's a novel about female basketball players searching for opportunity, redemption, and respect. Which actually I'm glad I mentioned that particular book because of the fact that actually leads to the subject matter for today's episode. So for those of you who don't really follow, I mean, obviously you had the NCAA tournament, towards the middle and end of March. It was actually at least specifically for a women's NCAA tournament, it was actually pretty good. The WNBA draft actually happened, I'd say about a week ago now, according to this particular when I'm actually shooting this particular episode. So there's been a lot of stink been made about this one particular girl named Caitlin Clark. I'm not gonna get into all that whole bullshit. I'm just saying that Iowa was lucky because of the fact that West Virginia had that ass, and they should not have advanced past them. And especially when they ended up playing UConn in the Final Four, that was bullshit call at the end of the game. You know what I'm saying? So definitely she should not have gone. She should not have made it to like the finals. So but she lost 2 years in a row in the finals. But she's bad as shit. But anyway, um a lot of us just have some respect for the damn sport. You got a lot of people, they only know the mainstream media's narrative. They're saying all this shit about women's basketball, like this is something that they need. I've been following the sport of women's basketball since the 90s, about like 92 ish. You know, so yeah, so I've been basically following the sport for well over 30 years. Sit the fuck down and shut up. You know what I'm saying? Don't talk about sport you don't know nothing about, and have you just be on the internet flapping your gums saying a whole bunch of dumb shit, and it's just like you don't even know what you're talking about. You're repeating something that you saw somebody post online, like 250 hit 59th hand. You don't even know how to do actual research. You talking a whole bunch of bullshit. Everybody's like, oh, people are hating like Caitlin Clark. No, the bitch is just fucking overrated. And now you saying like, oh, WNBA players are hating on her. I'm like, she's a kid from college coming in with a lot of hype. These women have actually been in the fucking league. You know what I'm saying? For several years, they've been the faces of the fucking league for several fucking years. You know what I'm saying? They actually play internationally against other countries. What the fuck this chick done? Shut up. Sit the fuck down and shut up. Don't talk about something you don't know about. I mean, for me, look, I am a big fan of women's basketball. See, I love the sport. It's the whole fucking point why I wrote my goddamn book. You see, I'm a fan of the sport. So not only am I an author, I love the sport. That's why I wrote about it. You know what I'm saying? First, it was originally as a script. It was a movie script. Then I converted it into a novel. That's why it fucking exists. You know what I'm saying? I actually love the sport. I love basketball overall, men's and women's. But also, I definitely love women's basketball. Also, I mean, shit. You know what I'm saying? Knuckle Up. It's about women's boxing. I wrote that. And it's like, 3 years ago? So I'm just like, I'm a fan of women's sports. You know what I'm saying? I love women's basketball. That's why I wrote a book about it. You know what I'm saying? I have my own issues with the WNBA. Yes. I didn't like the product when it first came out. I didn't think they had the best players. That's why I was a fan of the American Basketball League or the ABL when it first came out, which actually came out in 96. You know what I'm saying? The WNBA was formed in 96, but didn't start playing until 97. The ABL existed before them because they actually had their season in 96. But anyway, making my point, you know what I'm saying? The league that I wrote for Second Chance Points is based primarily on the American Basketball League. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was a better league. I thought it had the better talent. I knew most of the most of the players who played in that particular league because I'd watched them in college. WNBA to me wasn't a great product like the first 2 or 3 years. I didn't think that it started to improve until the ABL ended up dissolving on some bullshit, which the NBA was behind that, but I'm not going to get into that into this video. But, you know, and it was proven in court, in the court of law, it was a case. I think I might have clipped the article somewhere. It's back home in New York. But anyway, once the ABL dissolved and all their players moved into the WNBA, to me, the product improved greatly. So it's pretty much the only outlet that I have available to watch women's basketball other than the NCAA tournaments. Yes, I have my issues with the league. I think the season is too short. All these teams that end up folding, they don't have enough teams. They could use a few more teams. I mean, you've been out for damn near 30 fucking years, and you only have a handful of teams in your league. But you know what I'm saying? The other thing is also pay these women. You know what I'm saying? I want the season to be longer. If it was up to me, if I was the chancellor, I want them to play at least 60 games a season, 60, 70 games a season. You know what I'm saying? Give them a reason to stay here in the States. That way they can build themselves up as individual players. They can build their brand. You know what I'm saying? They have more sponsorship opportunities. You know what I'm saying? They could get sneaker deals like they all deserve. You know what I'm saying? It'll be easier for them to sell their jerseys and whatnot because they don't have to immediately go overseas to supplement their income because the season in the WNBA is so fucking short. You know what I'm saying? But despite those issues that I have with the WNBA, I still watch it because I like it. I like a lot of their players. You feel me? A lot of girls that I saw in college and they making it to the W. It's the whole fucking reason why I watch it. I don't necessarily have a particular favorite team. I know being a New Yorker, I should be rooting for the Liberty, but you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I never clicked with the team. I clicked with individual players who played for the Liberty. But as far as like being a fan of the Liberty, I know as a New Yorker, people might look at me kind of funny that I'm not like all like, yo, Liberty. You know what I'm saying? Liberty, man. But that's not me. You know what I'm saying? Actually, for a hot minute, I was actually a fan of the Connecticut Sun. Um, Mainly because a lot of their players, I actually did watch them while they played in UConn or some other colleges. But you know what I'm saying? That's neither here or there. But like WNBA, not necessarily do I have a favorite team. I just liked a lot of different players. But anyway, you know what I'm saying? Also, just you have the WABA, which is the Women's American Basketball Association, which is a sister league to the ABA that they have out. I don't know what happened to the Global Women's Basketball Association, the GWBA. I tried to go to their website. It says their account is suspended. I don't know what's going on with that. Financial issues. You're saying there's the Independent Professional Women's Basketball League. They're kind of small. They basically have teams in the Midwest and the Mid South. Trying to learn more about them. I think they have a channel on YouTube. I'm not exactly sure. I know the WABA does have a channel on YouTube. They don't have their own dedicated like network of where they play their games or anything like that. Everything's on YouTube. But you know what I'm saying? Just have respect for the sport. Don't talk shit because it's easy to talk shit on the internet and nobody can punch you in your jaw for saying what the fuck you saying, especially if you don't know what the hell you're talking about. So I know this is a little bit long. It was kind of a rant, but you know what? Just have respect for the sport. Learn something about the damn sport or the league before you talk shit on the internet. You know what I'm saying? And then you posting shit on YouTube, saying a whole bunch of stuff you don't even know what the fuck you're talking about, or just, you know what I'm saying, on any website where you're able to comment. Shut the fuck up and sit down and just appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate women's sports. You're saying definitely they're professional athletes. They deserve to be compensated for what the fuck they do. You say, especially playing at the highest and elite level. You know what I'm saying? Come on, man. They have stupid shit on ESPN like fucking pickleball. Come on, man. Fuck out of here. Anyway, thank you so much for paying attention to this particular episode of the Rough Draft. If you are interested in getting your hands on any of my books that are available, they are available in paperback format. You know where you need to go to get them. Off the House, Outskirts Press, Create Space, um, Barnes and Nobles, Books a Million, and Amazon. Amazon.com. And I believe they're also available on bookshop.org. My books are also available in ebook format. So if you want to get them in the digital version, you know where you need to go to get them. Kindle, Nook, Kobo, Apple Books, Everand, Scribd, Fable, and international dude Tolino, Viblio, and Gardeners. They're also available in ebook format for libraries, so you know we need to go to get those. Hoopla, Overdrive, um, Baker and Taylor, Biblioteca, Palace Marketplace, Odillo, and BarrowBox for the UK and Australia. Obviously, if you're watching this on YouTube or Vimeo, you know what you need to do. Please like the video. Definitely leave a comment. I would love to hear your feedback. Definitely subscribe to the channel and press the notification button, whether it's a new video that I'm putting up or if I say something in the community section. I'd love to hear from you guys and get some feedback from you. Let's see how you guys like the channel and everything. So basically, you know how I end these videos. Definitely keep the fist raised. I'm always on my literary grind, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode. So thankfully, I'm actually calmer in this episode a little bit, and I'll catch y'all soon. Deuces.